Hello and welcome to my Tic Tac Toe C++ Tic Tac Toe demo video. Um, so today I'm just going to be showing around the Tic Tac Toe program that I built. So to start out, I have my GitHub repository here. Just a quick overview of what the project was, is obviously by the name. It's a simple game of tic tac toe, so nothing too crazy or too special. Um, some of the reasons why I did this is I wanted to practice my C++ syntax and also practice a little bit of some of my software design skills by doing like a class diagram and like structure chart and things, which I will show in a little bit here. So going down, so the development environment that I chose was Visual Studio, which is done by Microsoft, and I chose to do that rather than like Visual Studio Code or something like the other IDEs, just because like I find it just kind of runs C++ pretty well. Some of the libraries I used is the standard like OStream library for like so you don't have to put in the std colon on the couts or cins or all that. I also have the other library for fstream, which I can save and load files, which I'll demonstrate later in the video. But a unique library I used is called string streaming, meaning I can take a string and then I can change it into an integer. And it can go vice versa in both, either way. But at least in this program, I do it from string to integer. And what's nice about that is if it like any kind of character or letter, that is a number like gets put in, it automatically just returns a 0, which is nice. And that way, all I have to keep track of is is there anything in the spot and numbers 1 to 9. And before I jump in the program, this is just a quick look of some of the class diagrams I did for game and board, and also a structure chart of how the methods work. So here's the game. So to start out, so I will play the game. So it says type any basically anything, unless there's a loaded game, then you can type an L. So we can see if there is. If not, it'll just show up a blank board. And it turns out there's already a previous game. So right now it would be X's turn. So here I can add just like another spot. So let's say 5, and it marks it down. And then it goes back to O, and it does that. But what if, what happens if I try and take place of another square? Well, O just went in spot 1, so let's see if I can put an X in spot 1. It says it's invalid, O is in that spot already. Okay, that sounds good. What if I try and do like a letter or a symbol? Then it's invalid, just because that library I was mentioning prevents it from doing that. So now let's do like a winning scenario. So if I were to plug in 6, then we have 3 cross in the row, and X wins the game. So let's say real quick I want to save a board. So I can just do like whatever, just kind of throw something there. So if I want to save, then I can type in the S for saved, and then it saves the board. And to show that it did do this, if you come over to the board.txt file, you can see that it saves the different positions of the board. And then kind of like in the beginning video, then I can, when I go back in, hit L and it'll reload it. But besides that, that is basically my Tic Tac Toe program. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. But until then, I will see you guys next time.